our vocal here tonight. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
It's time. And here comes the Easton assassin, Larry The Rock, Rocky Marciano.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing.
Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype. And there's the bell to start the round. Looking to land the hook. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? The perfect counter lands. So much pre-hype surrounding this fight, the fans are on the edge of their seats.
You have certain fighters that are born for this. They're made for the big crowd. And looking at that corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted. It's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
That hook was off target. Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
No rest for the weary. Nice counter. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, 2 punches. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter brings a barrage of punches. They won't let you breathe. It's like fighting a hornet's nest.
A swarmer, a good swarmer, will get inside you like a bee. Like a bee just pickpocketing, stinging you wherever you leave yourself open. A swarmer is the worst kind of fight to fight.
Marciano allowing his opponent to come to him. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Incredible work rate. You're not going to see a lot of finesse and skills from this guy. He wants to bury his forehead in your chest and pound away.
You got a swarm on your case. You know you got to fight. You got to hold him. You got to tie him up. You got to lean on him when you come in until the referee makes you break off. But keep your hands high because they will keep punching until that referee said stop.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store. They ring the bell, and here we go. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Both men step back for just a moment. No rest for the weary. Nice stop, but that won't score. You're not going to see as much footwork as the smaller weight classes in the heavyweight division, but we don't care. We want that heavy fist. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year.
A very close match. It shows the...
Oh, do you believe this? Rocky Marciano is down!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are you all right?
So this was an unexpected turn of events. What happens next?
He's up, but for how long? Look at him. On the heels. Look at him. There's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. And he's out of there.
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
Can make or break a fighter.
Come back in your body. Come on. Breathe, breathe, and relax. Breathe and relax. Right.
Okay, how do you feel? How do you feel? All right, breathe.
Marciano with one of the best right hands in boxing history. If he catches you flush, it's good night. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a knockdown. 1 minute? You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Nice slip to avoid the jab. The jab doesn't quite connect. There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point. Missing with that right hook.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Swing and a miss with the hook. You'd like to see more jabs. The right hook just missed. That left hook missed. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
All right, breathe, focus, just
Nothing stupid. All right. Don't worry about the knockdown. Don't worry about the tough round.
relax. Breathe and relax. All right, this next round, I just want you to get...
Keep moving. Don't take any clean shots. And every time he gets close.
And there's the bell to start the round. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They exchange punches. In the early rounds of the fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Oh my, the big fella just got rocked. It looks like he might not be as hurt as we thought.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Counter shot lands. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter. And the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
All right, don't worry about the knockdown. Don't worry about the tough round.
Relax. Breathe and relax. All right, this next round, I just want you to get...
Keep moving. Don't take any clean shots. And every time he gets close, tie him up, grab a hold of him. Good. Right. In this next round, I want you to get through the round.
They ring the bell, and here we go. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Take a knee. Take a knee. Take the count. Take the count.
They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. This has been a very competitive round between these two. The jab doesn't quite connect.
Perfectly matched.
Are we witnessing one of the all-time greats go down? The referee says they can continue, but how much more do they have left?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you...
Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right.
Marciano with one of the best right hands in boxing history. If he catches you flush, it's good night. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
A lot of effort being exerted here. How about that time counter shot? As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
This can be so frustrating when you're in with such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought. That hook doesn't score.
A very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Look at me. Focus. Breathe.
You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. Is he going to punch himself out, though? And he scored. Rocky Marciano was supposed to be the one knocking this guy out. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's...
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Well, Johnny, we're a couple rounds in. What are you seeing so far?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Nice exchange here from both men. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. The straight right just misses. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tear. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
That right hook catching air. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Some might have thought the fight a little bit closer, but the judges are in agreement. A unanimous decision win.
Unanimous. You know what? Smarts that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. At every round in the bag, there was no argument, no discussion, no mistake.
There ain't no room. Only one number one, there ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in, cleaned up without a broom. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Straight in, more pain, so more gaining. Yeah, I came in, guns blazing, at raving. You get weighed in, been training, sick of waiting. Some failing, not plain sailing, entertaining. Check the ratings, let me out. I don't wanna be caged in. Yeah, I'm ready. Who's next up? Pay attention now, yeah, your best luck. I like or lose. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Only one, number one. There ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There ain't no room. Boom. Came in, cleaned up without a broom. There ain't no room. Still here, still not been moved. I got points to prove. There ain't no room. Only one, number one. There ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two.
All right, I went over the rules. I want you to protect yourself at all times, and what I say you must obey. Good luck. Let's do it.
Hello, fight fans. I'm Todd Grisham. Welcome to the WBC Arena. And next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these?
And here he is, Bud Terry. So,
This bout is...
and this one has all of... And there's the bell to start the round. That jab had to hurt. Nice hook. That counter shot lands. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Perhaps the hottest ticket in town for this fight tonight.
This is not just hype. We are in for something special tonight. What an arena, what an atmosphere, what a build-up.
That left uppercut doesn't score. He threw a punch and just got countered. Just missed with that hook. Just avoids the left uppercut. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
Counterpuncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Swing and a miss with the right hook. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
As long as they...
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
My motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
He threw a punch and just got countered. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. That uppercut doesn't land. This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Hard, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it.
Crawford got hit hard, and down he goes. This fighter continues to show how much heart he's got, but the corner may have to intervene here.
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Only catching air with that hook. Shoot. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
You're being put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
They ring the bell, and here we go. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. And they figure out the combo. So he's up, and the corner has the white towel. Are they going to throw it and stop this fight?
Got to waste time. Step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to power you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it.
Oh, my word. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. They get 1 minute between rounds. This fighter wished it was 10 minutes after being dropped twice. They ring the bell, and here we go. Let's see if they can shake off the cobwebs after a disastrous last round.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
You'd like to see more jabs. Johnny, I know it's still early on, but have you been surprised by anything you've seen?
This can be so frustrating when you're in with such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
It's a good start to the round for this guy. So he's back up, but at some point, Johnny, he's got to live to fight another day, doesn't he?
He's up, but for how long? Look at her. On the heels. Look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. Then he's out of there. That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up. Suck it up and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Can't score with that jab. Total domination with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Let's see how the corner handles their fighter here after being dropped twice in that last round.
Unbelievable heart, knocked down twice.
Good work. That's it.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not down twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
That hook was off target. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hand and power. Crawford in trouble. He's got the advantage halfway through the round. The referee says we will fight on. Not sure about this one.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here? Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
And he scores with the counter. Big hook. So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
Can make or break a fighter.
I'm missing. Great work. Stay focused.
Okay, I'm happy. Like that, man. I don't want it to load up.
And there's the bell to start the round. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. Well, Johnny, it's still early on, but what do you think about what we're seeing so far?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Canelo Alvarez. So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
Got to look at his corner, look for the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner, somehow get to the end of the round.
Do you believe what? Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right.
And there's the bell to start the round. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff it.
They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Nice counter punch right up the middle. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
We've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble. You heard that right.
All in my eyes,
enemies only can see my demise. Envision my downfall, it's not in my view. I only look up, I will not be subdued. Can never submit, position is grip. The mission persists like it's built out of bricks. In the gym I commit, knocking shit out of shit. Hit equipment till I lose the feel in my fists. Precision my gift. Decisions are swift. At home in the ring, it's like I live in this beat. And I'm undisputed. So undisputed. Yeah. Pound for pound. 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 What feel like the night of the fight? Feels like the fight of my life. Lighting my fire, can't even remember which finger is injured or what tired is like. Train through the pain, flipping them tires. Barbells was lifting them skyward and higher. I ran through the rain, worked till I'm drained. Put on headphones and do it all over again. Chains clang from hitting the bag.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
Time for our tale of the tape. A man, the Brown Bomber Joe Louis. His fight against Easton assassin Larry Holmes. Perhaps one of the most underrated and underappreciated heavyweight champions of all time. He's got plenty of power and one of the best jabs in the heavyweight division.
Ah, pure bad blood.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, and iconic longtime world champion who defended his title for a record of 12 years.
Expectations are sky high for this fight. Will it live up to the hype? We're about to find out.
Words are cheap. It's the action that says it all. We'll find out when the first bell goes.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be 2 that we're talking about. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Good hook to the body. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
Counterpuncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Can't score with that jab. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Trying to land that jab. Neither fighter willing to slow down. The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? Very close round with 10 seconds to go. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
Into the body. Keep taking away that air. Every time you see him
Out his gas tank.
And there's the bell to start the round. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, push him till your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
When you're fighting a swarmer and you know their goal is to bury their head right in your chest, the uppercut would probably come in handy.
Oh man, you got a swarm in your face. You've got to try and push him off, make him go into the rope. You've got to sometimes fight fire with fire. Hit him low on the blind side of the ring. Get him angry.
Catch and shoot. That hook won't score. Can they figure out the combination to this safe? They don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
How about that time counter shot? They call it the glory division. There's nothing quite like a heavyweight fight. It doesn't take much to win it. Good counter punching. They have no respect for each other's punching power. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Breathe and relax. Breathe and relax.
Okay, how do you feel? How do you feel? All right, breathe, focus.
Get through the round. Don't worry about the knockdown. Don't worry about the tough round. Just
breathe and relax. Right, in this next round, I want you to get through the round.
moving. Keep moving. Keep moving. Don't take any clean shots. And every time he gets close, tie him up.
They ring the bell, and here we go. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Well, Johnny, I know it's still early on, but have you been surprised by anything you've seen?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. The straight right just misses. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought. Just missed with that hook.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Both men step back for just a moment. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Breathe and relax. Breathe and relax.
Okay, how do you feel? How do you feel? All right, breathe, focus.
Get through the round. Don't worry about the knockdown. Don't worry about the tough round. Just
breathe and relax. Right, in this next round, I want you to get through the round.
moving. Keep moving. Keep moving. Don't take any clean shots. And every time he gets close.
And there's the bell to start the round. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Larry Holmes now stumbling backwards. Down goes Larry Holmes.
1, 2, 3, 4. Give me your ball.
Good for him to get back up on his feet, but is he just a glutton for punishment?
He's up, but for how long? Look at that. On the heels, look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. He just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. Then he's out of there.
They've got to pick things up halfway through the round here. When are we going to see a jab from these two?
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen now, it's down to them doing their job. They get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
Nice exchange here from both men. A lot of effort being exerted here. You'd like to see more jabs. Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
Can make or break a fighter.
Breathe and relax.
Okay.
They ring the bell, and here we go. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
His stamina is off the charts. Nice counter shot. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. These two are the perfect dance partners. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round, you're getting it. You're going to get a kitchen sink.
Okay, now look at him. Look across at him there.
Don't let him get...
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They had 1 minute.
Oh, Larry Holmes now in some real trouble. So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your uterus hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? I need to turn this around halfway through.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
So close to that uppercut. One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you've cheated, now we're going to find out.
Look at me.
Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. How do... Whoa, Larry Holmes on the back.
Ride it out.
Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round. Well, they're back up, Johnny, but now what do they do to get back into this fight?
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round ones. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy. Got to look at his corner, look for the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee. Save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner. Somehow get to the end of the round.
That left uppercut doesn't score. One punch could... As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be. And there's the bell to start the round. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tail. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shot. Get out of the way. And they get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
And this with the jab. This has been a very competitive round between these two. No defense for that hook.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. The three judges agree, and we've...
There ain't no room. Only one, number one, there ain't room for two. There ain't no room. I am the one. Top two, but not number two. There